Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. Welcome back to my 3 acres of abandoned forest outside of Houston, Texas. And today I'm doing an update on my land, planting some things, and overall just getting back out here. A lot of you guys have requested that I return to my wild habitat that I am trying to cultivate, plant a lot of edible things, and also foster a lot of native plant life to bring in wildlife from insects all the way to animales. So yes, we are back out here. It has been a minute, man. I had my second child this year. He was in the hospital for 2 months. I had a hurricane destroy my house last year, or at least not destroy my house, but highly mess up a section of it. So I really had to focus in on work during the spring / my son was born and we were dealing with all that craziness. But now that it is cool outside, it is time to get back out here and really go hard for the remaining like 3 to 4 months to prep for the spring. Because pretty much if you live in the South, especially in Texas, it is too damn hot in the summertime to really get a lot of work done at all. But we are back out here and let's get started with the updates. I did come out a couple months ago, or maybe a month ago, and I planted some native plants in the form of pickerel weed. So I'm gonna see how that is going right now. I put in all the wetland river-like areas, or I guess creek-like areas that hold water. And I also saw a really cool update on my passion flower vine that I did throw in the ground. Let me just roll the tape on the passion flower right now. Look at the victory. This might not appear to be much, but I don't know if y'all can recall, I planted a passion flower vine out here, and not only has it survived, but it has done something I have not seen any do at my house, and that is produce fruit. And not just one, but two, and not just two, but 3. All 3 of y'all.
All 3 of y'all.
So what is the mission today, you guys may be asking? And that is to clear out the front bed and to remove all the invasive species that are growing in this area, such as some of these trees that are about to berry. Luckily, the fruit is immature right now, so I can go ahead and chop those down and not feel bad about it whatsoever. I also did purchase a plant because most of the time I come out here, start working, get tired, and don't even have time to throw plants in the ground. But I purchased this weeping willow that was way too big for my truck bed, and I am going to plant this considering that this area is a bottomland forest that most of the time is extremely inundated with water. So weeping willows do love a lot of moisture in the soil and the soil, so it should do great somewhere in this vicinity. So let's get to removing invasive species and start throwing in things that we want, because that is the mission. I want to clear this area and eventually throw in a little road, and then we'll start making paths as well. And then once that's done, I may update you guys further on what else we got going on. But for now, let's get started. It's feeling really good outside. It's about time. Okay guys, so we're gonna start by clearing this entire frontal area, except I am gonna leave a rattle bush, which is a cool native species that I like. I gotta preserve a lot of the batteries I have on this equipment so I can start chainsawing these trees. But let's clear this little area to begin with. Bro, I forgot my hearing protection and I forgot how terrible that sounds. Damn. So the area is nice and cleared, as y'all can see. Gotta love it. And now it is time to start removing the invasive tree species surrounding the front of the property. I figure it is easier to start in the front and in the back, and then slowly work my way together on one edge as I tackle such a huge task. Because sometimes it's just the small wins that make it feel like you're doing something substantial when you take on a project as big as this. So what I'm trying to take down is this Chinese privet. This is what has to go. It is evergreen, it is glossy. And then you also have this invasive ligustrum. And as I mentioned, they are about to go to seed. So it's best I get rid of them right now while the time is opportune. And once these are cleared out the way, then I can start to speculate on where I want to put future plants. See, this is why I had to chop down this privet right now, because it was about to go to seed, and look at all these dudes. Birds would eat them, disperse them, and despite the fact that the neighboring properties are surrounded by these privets, I just want the ones directly in my vicinity to go. It's a small start. These are pretty much, at this point, just part of the landscape in the Southeast United States, but it's best I get them gone so they quit being a thorn in my arse. Damn, dude, it's cold and mosquitoes are still out. Once everything is cut, it is imperative that you spray these invasive trees because I need them to die. It has worked on some of the others. There's a Chinese tallow stump behind me, which I did girdle and spray, and it is dead. So I need to do the same with these puppers. That way they don't come back. My spray bottle is not working, which is super unfortunate. Okay, there we go. All right, guys, I'm going hard prepping the front of the beds. And now it is time to move this giant log. Got a fire going behind me, gonna toss it in there. I know that some of you guys wanted me to make brush piles or to not burn this stuff, but there's just too much. I am gonna make brush piles in the future and build up swales using trees I cut, but guys, I have 3 acres of this, all right? So I don't even think this is like 1/100th of all the land I have. So yeah, this ish is gonna go up as of right now. So one thing that is nice to see is my Yopon holly in full bloom. This is a native bird feeder, caffeinated leaves, as I always say. And this dude is abundant out here. It's crazy how in urban environments, it's not used as much. Near street side, there also is another Yopon in full berry, and it is a gorgeous sight. Now, before we plant the weeping willow, I need to take out one more invasive, and it is this Chinese tallow tree right here. Now, this is another one of the top 3 invasive tree species in the eastern United States, as a matter of fact. So I need to go ahead and chop this one down, get it out of sight, out of mind. There's another one by the roadside. So look, all winter long, I'm taking this dude out, and it is nice in the fall because I can still see the leaves and they are changing colors, very distinctive shape to them. So let's chop this guy down while we still got some battery left on my chainsaw. So I just narrowly avoided getting my foot crushed. Oh shit. So a lot of the clearing has been done in the front right here. I mean, look at this big old blank canvas. Now, when I drove up, initially I thought this would be the place I would put the weeping willow. But if this is gonna be where the driveway is, I feel like this tree is just gonna block this space. And as of right now, there's not a lot of area that does receive full sun. And considering I wanna put a bunch of nutting, fruiting, and edible plants on these 3 acres, I think a pecan tree would suit this space better because it will receive all the light from the road. So I'm gonna find another place to try and slide in that weeping willow. At the end of the day, it was only 15 bucks, but I wanna make sure it does receive enough of the sun that it needs, which is definitely a challenge considering this area is heavily wooded. So I believe that this location right behind me is gonna be the perfect place, maybe not perfect, but the most ideal place as of right now for a weeping willow, because there are a bunch of young saplings coming up right here, which indicates this section does receive enough light. I can clearly see the sky, so I'm gonna cut down all these trees and put in a weeping willow. And the good part about that is most of these trees behind me are invasive. So let's get at it. Now, before I put in the weeping willow, I'm gonna take out this ash tree that is right here just to provide a bit more chance of great light. Let's get that ash. All right, guys, so we have this area cleared out. I did fell 2 more trees that are just chilling in the background, but right now it is time to throw in the weeping willow, which you guys can't see because the sun is somewhat being scattered by the canopy right in front of me. But let's go ahead and get in this giant weeping willow tree. All right, it does have good height, so I think it'll have an advantage in reaching the sun right now. But we're gonna put it right across the little creek right here in the riverway. All right, it's time to put in the willow. All right, guys, so there it is. The weeping willow is in the ground. Gorgeous leaves on it. It already has that iconic habit. All I need to do is snip these little supports off, water it, and then I'm gonna put leaf mulch all around it. I slightly built it up in terms of planting it above ground level just because this area is inundated with water frequently. So I just want to give it the best chance of drainage while it does acclimate to this heavy clay soil. We'll see how things go, but I'm planting it right now. In the fall and early spring are idyllic times to get a tree in the ground. So fingers crossed, this weeping willow will turn out great. We'll see. So baby, we done it. We got the front area cleared significantly. I got a bunch of brush burned. I also planted a new tree and cleared a bunch of other invasive species. Now, one thing that I want to do before we go is last time I came out here, I harvested a bunch of inland sea oats seeds from my yard, and I have a pocket full of seed right now that I want to spread throughout the area because these do thrive in shaded woodland environments and they are native to the Houston and Southeast United States. So it's time to spread these guys. We have some bare soil beneath my feet, so I think this should be an ideal growing condition, and I have legit thousands of these seeds. So I'm just gonna walk about, scatter them throughout the understory, and hopefully we do have some of these seeds sprout come springtime. We shall see. These are easy growers, so let's go ahead and distribute these mugs. And all right, y'all, I got some seed, boys. Y'all see those several minor seeds. Hey, if y'all enjoyed, please smash the like button. It has been a long time since I did an update over here, but now that it is fall/winter, I am gonna be out here clearing and going crazy, getting in a bunch of trees and seeds, creating new beds, and overall, trying to tame the wilderness. Only slightly, more like enhance it, okay? Do what nature already does, get rid of the BS, and make it better if at all possible. Until next time, man, always remember, Earth is my planet.
Earth is my planet.
And I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Killing these songs, leaving a bloody life I roost to. And I'm in it to win it, so I'm somebody that you should get